Hey guys, what's up? It's Nate from OblivionArts, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to create this sick 3D text in Cinema 4D. Let's get straight into the video.
Well, let's go. But I'm Gerald, and I can always have just what I want. She's the baddest, I would love to flaunt. Take her shopping, you know Yves Saint Laurent.
So the first thing you're going to need is obviously Cinema 4D. If you don't have it, you can go to Maxon's website and download it, and then come back to this video. Now, there are two files you're going to need, this grunge texture and this Lightroom. Now I'll link these in the description so you can download them, and if you already have a Lightroom that you'd like to use, then you don't have to download this one, you can use the other one, but I'm using this one because it works. So head over to your Cinema 4D. I have R17, but any version should work as long as it's not too old. And go ahead and open up your Lightroom of choice. So I'm going to load it in here, and you'll be presented with this. Go ahead and go up to MoGraph at the top, and then hit MoText. Wait for that to load up, and it will generate a new text object right here in the scene. Now head over to the Object tab, and you'll see here text. So type in whatever you want. I'm going to go with OblivionArts, and then move the text using this red arrow and it'll update. So center it now. It won't matter how you center it, or you could have the camera like this, for example, and it wouldn't matter because it doesn't matter for now, but when we're actually rendering, the position of this is how it's going to render, so you'll want to make sure that it's in a position you like. So the next thing you want to do is go over to depth here, and you want to set this depth to anywhere from 50 to 80. I'm going to set this to 50, and if I rotate the text in here, you can see that it has depth on the text, so it's not just flat. So I'm going to find the rotation again here, and then I'm going to change the font. Now I'm going to be using the bold font, but you can use any font you like. So once the font dialog has opened up, go ahead and choose your font. I'm going to go with the bold font right there, and as you can see, I think it's a really nice font for 3D text like this. So once that's loaded, you're going to want to go over to create here in your materials area and go new material. Now you can name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it grunge because that's what it is. Then I'm going to go over to the color tab here. Now you see texture here. This is where you want to take your grunge texture that you got from the description and put it into that texture box right there. If that doesn't work for whatever reason, you can always go and find it manually in your folders. There's the grunge texture, and you'll see it's loaded up the grunge.jpg. So once you've got this material here, go ahead and drag it onto your MoText, and you'll see here that this has given a nice grunge texture to the text. So then what you guys are going to want to do is get your MoText here, select it, copy it with Ctrl-C, and then paste with Ctrl-V. You get a MoText 1 here. You want to click and hold on this little icon here, and drag over Atom Array, and then let up your mouse. Then grab your MoText here, and drag it onto the atom array so that the arrow is a down arrow, and that will attach it to the atom array. Then click on your atom array here, change the cylinder radius in the object tab to 1 centimeter and the sphere radius to 1 centimeter as well. Now you want to grab your original MoText again, copy and paste, and you'll get it up here. Now you can go choose a material from the material viewer down here. Now the brighter the color the better, and you can always change the hue in Photoshop. So I'm going to go with this candy purple. I'm going to drag it onto the text right there. The next thing you want to do is hit this little 2 window icon up at the top, and that will bring you into this view. You're going to want to go in the top view, and you're going to want to zoom out so you can see what's going on. Grab this little blue arrow here, and you can see how we're moving the purple text here. So what you're going to want to do is line it up perfectly so that is like that. And you'll see here, the grunge is in front and then the purple. Once you've done that, you can go back to your perspective view and hit that little icon, and that will bring you back into the main viewer. And if you go find your text here, now all that's left to do is render it. So what you want to do is position your text. Now you can use the move and rotate tools to rotate the text. Make sure you have the MoText, Atom Array, and MoText select all selected, and you can rotate. And what you can also do is you can zoom in the camera and you can rotate the camera around. Now one thing I'd like to point out is this Lightroom automatically has lights included, and you'll see without those lights it doesn't look as good, but when you put those lights on it just makes it look better. And if you actually move the lights, so if I go onto the move tool and I move these lights, you can see here how it gives shine in different areas to the text. So I'm just going to keep it in the center there, and I'm going to go and position my camera. So once you're happy with the position, click this little gear icon up here, and that will bring you to the render settings. On the output tab, make sure it's 1920 by 1080 pixels, and make sure the resolution is 72. Then go to save, and you're going to want to choose where to save this. So I'm going to save it in my tutorial folder as OblivionArts 3D text. Make sure it's on PNG, 8-bit channel, and make sure 8-bit dithering is selected. You can go to anti-aliasing and make sure it's on best as well, but it should be already, so you shouldn't have to change that. Then close that window, and then hit the second window here, render to picture viewer. Hit that, and it will go and start rendering your text here pretty quick, since it's only, it's only text, so it shouldn't take long, maybe 15-20 seconds, since I am recording. And we'll just wait for this to finish, and then when it finishes we can go to our tutorial folder and it should show up here. So now once it's rendered, you'll get this text in here in your PNG file wherever you saved it, and we can view that it is indeed 3D and it's a nice 3D text. Now you can obviously play around with the position and even individual letters, which I'll show you how to do that, and you can play around with the position of the camera angle and stuff like that. Now you see there's these little lines on the end letters here. Now if you don't like these, because it gives you the outline here, but if you have the camera at a weird angle, it will produce that. So all you have to do is go in the atom array, hit that little checkbox there, and it will remove it. Now to control the individual letters individually, click on your MoText. While it's highlighted, hit C, and then if you expand it here, expand text, and expand 1, and then expand OblivionArts, you'll see each letter can be individually manipulated here to however you want. Now, you'll have to do that for that, and then you'll have to do that for the MoText in the atom array if you're using it, as well as the MoText here. So just to give an example here, select both O's by holding Control, and you can see how you move it up, and then you want to select the atom array text as well, so we can go in there, hit C, and then go to this text, 1, OblivionArts, and you can select all 3 O's, and then you can move it up, and it is individually separated from everything else. You can rotate, and you can do that, have some cool rotational effects. Then select the B, and obviously it'll be easier if you have a name that is shorter, because OblivionArts is pretty long, but you can individually rotate them, do whatever you like to them, and yeah, so that's it for this tutorial, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And I've been counting days to get away.
Palm trees, they sway, but each night and each day I'm kind of on a dreaming about you. Oh yeah, got this world-class view, but it's you that I think about every time my mind's on it. And it's you that I think about every time when I feel alone.